Hello YouTube, we are back. Ugh. Just went to get a soda and stuff before we continue. So, I need to do something. I want to check if there's a quest. I can't remember the fucking name of it. I can't remember if it's in the broom or where either. But let's see what quests we have sitting around the foundation. I think I have to do the quest in the one area first, but before I leave here, I want to look at what we have here to see if it's here somewhere. Look into the future. I don't know what that is. Remembering Ishgard. Homesick isn't. Full stomach. I think it's. If it is here, I think it's I think it's in this side. I think it's closer to the manor, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong in thinking this because there's another quest here that I had to get that was near the manor. Comes the word. That. Yeah, I don't think any of these are it. Actually, I get the. I feel like it's from this dude. But that means we don't have the ability to unlock it yet. Okay. So. Oh, that's something else we should do too. But let's do the easy one. If you didn't watch the last video for whatever reason, we are unlocking the tribe ones in this one. Which one of you has it? Not you. You. Oh, also, let me put on my pink stamp. 3 beaks to the wind. I'm pretty sure this is it. Like nourishing rains after long summer drought, Netherling's return may bring succors to in our time of need. Zundu spies send word of activity in Oku Vandu Mok, deep within Vandu territory. Such new bodies ill for Oke Zandu. Such bodes ill. We would know more of this coming storm, but spies struggle to slip past watchful gazes of Zundu guards. Netherling's strength and courage is always reliable, and Sunno asks her to brave enemy territory and bring news of what stirs in Okui Vandu Mok. Okay. Once again, Netherling proves she is stout ally of the Zundu. Zephyr winds at your back, speed your way. Up, up, up. Gotta be up here. Probably after this and maybe the next video, where I'm gonna go back to main story so I have a chance to have voice acting again. Take a break of fucking reading so much. There's nowhere to run. Traitorous Gundu. Punishment is nigh. Battle crown Vanu. Traitorous? We but seek freedom from cruelty of Zundu. Nonsense! Like Senua, Gundu live only to serve Almighty Zundu. No more! Gundu cast off Zundu reign. Gundu are free. Gundu are free! Stand back, Linu Valley. Munavanu teaches Zundu difference between Gundu and Senua? Foolish grey beak. Even clumsy Paesa laughs at your challenge as he tumbles into Cloud Sea. Such weaklings are not worthy foes. Cower before us. Look at that mighty dance. They're flexing on him. Such power! Fear cuts deeper than mortal winds. What the fuck is wrong with you three? I got you. Another thing, and one unmoved by a sun drop dance. What insolence! Cast another thing into Cloud Sea. Dance. I'm not scared of your dance. You okay? Even most violent gale could not topple you. To stand as totem against the Vundu Sun Drop Dance. Sun Drop Dance is ancient tradition of Vanu Vanu. It is display of strength and vigor, both individual and tribe. Vanu custom is to dance before battle, that enemies weak of will may yield, preventing needless bloodshed. Forgive my rudeness. I, Lino Valley of the Gundu tribe, am grateful for Zephyr winds that bring Netherling to our side to stand against the Vandu. Vandu invade Gundu lands and curse our totems, but Gundu's spirit will not break. All still oppose the Vandu's many misdeeds, summoning the whites, conquering our other tribes, attacking Netherlings. All are affronts. We seek freedom from Zundu rule, but Zundu are greedy as they are cruel, and answer our pleas with violence. Vandu talons reach far and cut deep. Many flee to distant isles to escape their wrath, yet Netherling ventures deep into Vandu homeland. Why? I was here by Zundu. Check what's going on. Netherling has come from Oka Zundu. Sanu Vanu himself asked Netherling to investigate. We hear naught of Zundu after Vandu invade our lands. That they are yet free, Netherling. The New Valley humbly requests that you escort us to Sanu Vanu, that we may beseech the Zundu for aid. Tribe will remember Netherling's kindness for many moons to come. Now let us depart to Oke Zundu, before the Vandu return. Incoming! Meow. I brought friends! So numblings in OK or rumblings. Why did I say numbling? Anyway, rumblings in OK of Vandu, not sign of impending storm, but Gundu uprising. And now the Gundu seek protection from their pursuers? Yes. May Zephyr winds forever guide you, Chief Sanu. I, Ninu Valley, daughter of Unavanu, do greet you warmly. My companions are Muna Vanu, former attendant to my father, and Luna Vanu, merchant of our village. Your father and I spend many hours cloud fishing. When news of his death at Vanu Claws reaches OK Zandu, the fiercest monsoon cannot wash away my sorrow. Forgive us our imposition, Chief Sanu, but the Gundu suffer too long under the Vandu. Better to run than to remain slaves. But Vandu are relentless, and we face terrible reprisals. If not for this netherling, there's no need to apologize. Zandu welcome you with open arms. Tell me, how fares your brother? Alas, when Linuvanu calls for Gundu independence, Zindu imprison him in sky cage and hang from island as example to others. We attempt to free him but fail, and Zindu pursue us until we meet Netherling. It saddens Sanu to learn this, but we are nevertheless grateful that you arrived safely to OK Zindu. You and yours are welcome to rest at Island for as long as you like. Senuvanu, your kindness is boundless as Cloud Sea. Chief Sono, pray do not act in haste. What will the others say when they learn of this arrangement? Islands more precious than rain during summer drought. Some still resent Netherling for risking island to hunt the white. Now is not the time to turn our backs on another tribe. We must do all in our power to help, for the sake of Chief Uno and his people. Have we food to feed them? Wood to build them homes? How much must the Zundu sacrifice for these refugees? The island is more than enough. Like seedling which takes root in rich soil and grows strong, so too will the new Gundu settlement flourish on this great gift from the Zundu. Such a sight would surely fill Chief Unu with pride. Naki Island lies to the west of OK Zandu. Go forth and build a new home for your people. I never noticed, but god damn he has long horns. Chief got horns for days. Look at that. His horns are taller than me. Actually, they might actually be. No, like legit. They're actually taller than me. If they were straight, they would be fucking taller than me. I think they might be even though they're curved. Linuvali's fortune is great indeed. To meet Netherling who defeats the White, and an island for the Gundu to start anew. The skies themselves could not grant such gifts. However, it seems no Avanu inhabit this island since before Linuvali's hatchling days. Listen, sound you hear not rolling thunder, not incessant but incessant buzzing of midge swarms. Thunderstorm might even be more welcome than midges. One bite from Midge and Vanu itch until feathers fall off, but midges have no taste for netherling blood. Netherling must help before the midges cause sleepless nights for tribe. There ride on the wings of Sanuwa, and with its forceful breath drive the midge clouds from the trees. Ride it and use the buffet to drive the midge clouds from the trees. So you gotta aim and skill. Well, pow! The midge cloud is blown away. Well, pow! Well, pow! Then, just like everything, you actually have to manually dismount, which is kind of funny when you do this kind of stuff. You gotta manually dismount, since you don't have to normally dismount. Because, like, if you look at this, if I'm on a mount, like my regular mount, and I go over here to talk, I just knock off the mount. The midges hum no longer, but even so, doubt still remains. Although Lunu makes promises of building a new home for tribe, the uncertainty of the road ahead fills her with doubt. Linovali is nothing but a delicate hen, with arms thin as branches and legs dainty as gallicats. It is true, Netherling. Just look. One day, Linu hopes to become strong enough to send the mightiest Vanu running in fear, but like rain in monsoon season, change comes fast and without warning. Linu possesses not the courage to lead. Make no mistake, none are more loyal than Muna Vanu and Luna Vanu, but their feathers are old and gray. Linu cannot ask them to shoulder so heavy a burden. Without brother, and the many still under Vandu rule, Lino knows not which path to take, but in the black of night, a beacon of light guides us. Lino speaks of you, Netherling. Please, work with us to build a new home for the Gundu. Do so, and Netherling lives on through generations of Gundu storytellers. A towering totem pole, Netherling supports Gundu. Alas, Netherling must return to her tribe. 1,000 thanks, Netherling. Your words cleared the fog of doubt from Linu's heart. This is worthy of celebration. Celebration of the mighty Netherling. Linu Valley is embarrassed to ask, but what is Netherling's name? Lily Lovecraft? Lily Lovecraft? Such an odd-sounding name. Do all members of the Netherlings tribe call themselves Lovecraft? Speaking of names, New Gandu village must have one worthy of Grand Vanu settlement. Nake is ancient Vanu word for winds blowing from west, and also name of this island. To honor tribe of Gandu, village's name is Oke Gandu Nak. The village has a name, and there's nothing left now but to begin building it. Lily, speak to Munavanu to learn what we need. Ninu Valley and the other Gandu have begun developing Oke Gandu and Naki. Nakia? Nakai? Not sure. Reputation has increased to neutral. Bonavano's society quests are now available. Again, these share the same allowances as the Realm Reborns, but now we have Heaven's Ward. We have one in Heaven's Ward anyway. We still have to get the Ixal, which I gotta see if I started it, because if I started it, it'll be in the what is it? It's fall something or whatever, but that area. If I didn't, it's in Gridania, so I have to see where it is. Now I also have to, because that was marked off, we need to search for the nameless one next. I'm not going to actually use the allowances right now. I'm just going to unlock stuff. I should, but whatever. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. What level are these anyway? Like 50, so yeah. And I forget how high these go, but they go quite a bit. I think it might be all the way to like rank 7. Give or take a rank. So it's gonna be a long time before we do these, like complete these, because yeah, we can only do like 4 areas a day, I think. A nameless one. Click, click, yes. We are the nameless one. Have you been sent by the storyteller? Tell your hunter friend to release me at once. We are not of the one mind. We are Voth. I don't care if he's a 2-headed Bandersnatch. He isn't going anywhere. I'm detaining him for stealing our resources. Normally, I'd say we're more lenient than the Nath in terms of territory, so long as they don't hunt in excess or attack us. But then this overgrown Vilekin comes and gobbles up all the Gisselgreens we laid in our traps. Enough bait to keep a drove of chocobos sated for days. Gone, with nothing to show for it. So hungry we were. We could not help ourselves, unable to hunt, unable to forage. We are no different from a parasite, click click. If only we could find a way to release ourselves from this pitiful way of life. Well, if you insist. You misunderstood. Spare us our life. It is all we have. Aye, spare it he will. Stop tormenting the poor creature, Grimold. He doesn't know any better. We ain't savages, but we ain't charitable neither. You have to pay us back for the greens you ate. And seeing as you don't have anything on you of value, it looks like you'll have to work off your debt. Last I checked, we're running a mite low on arrow shafts. Harvest me some Melia branches, and we'll call it a square, eh? Click, click, very well. Release us and we shall do as you say. Of course, I ain't fool enough to let him go off on it alone. I ask that you see to it that the beastman don't flee from his debt. And if he does, I'll have every hunter from here to the 100 throws after him for thievery. Understand? Ah, we are free. Much appreciated, Hunter. Now then, to the smoldering waste. Okay, click, click. We also need to do the dusk vigil. So we can actually fly in the final area of Ishgard. Hello, Cooklet. Well then, the storyteller must be waiting for us. We make for Lost Astvath. You must keep your word. Cooklet, yes, we know. If we flee, we will never be again. We will never again be able to move freely. To the non-mind, independence is all. If we take too long, the hunters will surely come after us. Kind hunter, will you help us? We will not ask you to bear the entire burden. One sapling should be enough. We will gather the rest on our own. Survey the land for young Melia? What does that have to be young? Let's just beat the shit out of a big one. Okay. Wonder how fast I can get through to unlock the other one. Okay. We got one. Click, click, have you the branch? Here you go. Many thanks for this. Now let us return to the hunter's camp and be done with it. Well, call me a chocobo's uncle. I'm impressed. You give me more than your debt called for. These branches make for fine arrows. We've usually got to send a whole party of hunters to gather this much. What with the Milias thrashing about and the Nas lurking in the brush. Even with those scrawny arms and legs, you proved more useful than I thought. Click, click, we were useful? I would say so. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back with so much. Or to come back at all, for that matter. We, too, will be honest. We thought to flee, but this hunter persuaded us to stay. But we were useful? I said you were, didn't I? In fact, I tell you what. Since you brought me more than a fortnight's worth, I'll even throw in a small reward. A sack of gristle greens to make home to your kin. A reward? You mean more of those tasty greens? For being useful? We tried to find a way to be useful at Lost Astvath. We tried, but we could not find our purpose. Well, we hunters ain't like to turn away an extra pair of hands, beastman or not, and we offer a fair pay to the adventurers willing to take on more dangerous tasks. Ain't that right, Lily? Indeed. Adventurer? There are those who travel in the wilds of their own accord, with risk life and limb for the sake of these rewards. Such excitement, such fortune. We want to become an adventurer. Can't say I've come across an adventurer who requested gristle greens as a reward, but we'd be willing to compensate for honest work. If it's food you're after, I'm sure we could arrange for some spare cuts of meat, too. Look like more crunchy greens and juicy flesh? Enough to feed our colony? We will relay this to the storyteller at once. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing our nameless brother back. We hope he was not a burden on you. She is no hunter, storyteller. She is an adventurer, and we are a burden no more. Look at what we brought you. Crunch. What strange-looking plants, yet they have such a delightfully bitter taste. We have other good news. We have found our purpose. We will become an adventurer too. If you work hard, the hunters promise to reward us with food. Food for the colony. You mean the hunters of the East? We thought it safer to limit contact with them, but they gave you such delicious rewards? Click, you have done well, Nameless One. With your newfound purpose, we are sure you will ease the hunger of your brothers and sisters. But trading with the hunters will not solve all of our woes. Much more is required for our survival. Yes, much more. Our colony is falling into disrepair. We need metals for our defenses. We need clay for our walls. The One Mind knows this. They seek to impoverish us. A few of our non-mind brothers tried to steal such things from lost Goth. They never returned. The Overmind rages at what he sees as boldness, even though we are mere leeches, partaking of tiny drops of their blood. Tiny drops. Click, even leeches do not loathe their own host as much as we. It is shameful that we must still rely on the One Mind to survive. You can rely on us, storyteller. We shall travel the realm and offer our services in exchange for resources. We'll bring back precious rewards from beyond. Travel the realm? You mean to cross the hunter's borders to lands beyond? Nameless One, it is too dangerous. Click, fear not. It is what adventurers do. To explore unknown lands, meet their people, obtain greater rewards, strengthen the colony. Click, you speak strongly of your purpose. Very well. Should you succeed, we can sever ourselves from the One Mind completely. We can truly become our own masters. Click, but do not become a pest, seeking work where there is none. The hunters may take offense at your eagerness to obtain rewards. How will you know when your services are required? Well, we had Adventurers Guild. An Adventurers Guild? A place to exchange information and gather requests from others. Nameless One, no such place exists here. If this is your solution, you must start your own, but I'm certain you will not be alone. Some of your brothers and sisters still want for purpose. Seek them out. Click, an Adventurers Guild. There's much to do, but first we will introduce you to our brothers. Come. A stick peddler. Click, this is the stick peddler. He peddles sticks. He lost his connection with the Overmind near the same time as we did. There's one other, but we do not see him here. We do not see him. You mean the Keen Eye? He saw shadows fly across the colony. He was hungry and said he would hunt the shadows east towards the river. He could not have gone far, for he fears the water, fears it much. He would not cross the river unless it was near the bridge. Wise Vath know to avoid the bridge, for ferocious dragons often lurk near it. Could it be they were the shadows that the Kenai saw? Brave adventurer, could you check the bridge while we search the area for Kenai? He could be in trouble. Do not slay dragons if you see them. Dead dragons will invite reprisal. We will lend you one of our Kongamato. We have fitted it with a contraption which sprays a putrid smoke which irritates, but does not wound. Yes, irritates. We got too close to it once. Most irritating. The Kongamata are unaccustomed to fleshling riders. If you fall off, talk to the stick peddler. He will help you get back on. Now let us find the Kenai. Same as always. Look at this thing. This thing, I'm pretty sure, is the mount you get from this tribe when you have it like maxed out. Whee! God, it burns. I don't like this game anymore. Ah, why do you do this? Click click, he is the Kenai. So he named himself, for he never tires of discovery. He returned to the hive soon after you departed to research the bridge. Click click, we are grateful to you for your assistance. We enjoy exploring the land near the colony, but we were careless in our search for curious things. Our nameless brother tells us he will open Adventurers Guild in Lost Voth. It was not long ago that we too yearned for a purpose, and we will gladly join him in his mission. Then it is decided. The Kenai will help us find more opportunities for adventures. Many opportunities. But our guild is not yet complete. We are unsure of the actual trade of adventuring. How to find things, how to fight things. We cannot do it without an experienced teacher. Kind adventurer, will you teach us your ways? I cannot, or click click. Very well. Click click, wonderful, wonderful. From now on, we shall call on you as a master of the craft. Master! Leave the construction of the guild to us. The Kenai will be on the lookout for our hunter friends and any requests they may have. But there are very few adventurers to carry out the task now. Very few. In fact, only you. We were hoping you could show us how it is done. The storyteller told me he is most pleased with your deeds to our colony. Consider us friends, and from now on, let us work together. For the guild! Click click. And now that we have found purpose, I shall be nameless no longer. And I long to have so daft an arm in adventuring. I shall call myself Daft Arm. The little chocobo baby. The nameless one is now called the Daft Arm. An adventurers guild has been constructed in Lost Astaroth. The hunters of Tailfeather are now clients of the Adventurers Guild. non-mind. Your reputation has increased to friendly. Vast Society are now available from Avath Keen Eye. Furthermore, you now have access to the selection of wares from the Vath Stick Tether. I don't remember what he actually. Anyway. We have another one down. Let's see. Where is Balgord Float is what I was gonna say. So I either have it or I don't. I think that since I tagged it, I probably went here and I didn't complete it. Excuse me. Oh, I do have it. I didn't even notice. Did I? Did I hide it? No, it's just buried. Okay. Didn't notice that I actually had bad bladder in my inventory. I know what it was called because I looked it up once. So I had no idea what the quests for the Ixal were called. This is the Realm Reborn's final tribe. Also, I like how the Vast start as friendly. Because, like, some of them just start as friendly. And, like, I don't get why. Like, I don't know if that was just a thing after the fact that... Yeah. Lieutenant Scarlet sent you, you say? Praise Nufika? Though I believe the worst of the danger has passed, what few soldiers I command are both wounded and weary. It was a well-placed shaft that was our salvation. A pirate's arrow managed to punch a hole clear through the balloon's air bladders, forcing the Ixal vessel to flounder down into the trees. You could hear the squawking from here. I must admit, however, to feeling a moment of dread at the thought of that war balloon slipping past and drifting over the city walls. Thank the gods and a certain private that such a fate did not come to pass. Nevertheless, we are in no shape to repel the Ixal, should they prove able to press the attack. Pray head north into Peace Garden and see what has become of their downed craft. War balloon debris. I have the debris. Do you want to see it? Currently, I have to show it to you. Did you find the downed balloon? Is the vessel yet sound? Here's some debris. I'm not sure if this came from the Birdman's craft, or is part of another contraption entirely. There can, however, be no doubt that it is of Ixil design. War balloons, such as the ones you saw, were invented by the Ixil to assert their dominance over the skies. These vessels allow them to avoid our ground-based trolls and infiltrate the Tweleswood with impunity. The beastmen use them not only for acts of war, but also to haul away the trees felled by their ever-expanding logging operations. 'Twas to combat this unwelcome and destructive presence that we built guard towers throughout the forest, though I imagine the Ixil were quite displeased to find our borders thus reinforced. In fact, the primary purpose of this day's attack may well have been the destruction of Tut's spire itself. I am torn, Lily. We must not weaken our defenses here, but I would be certain our enemy does not lurk nearby, awaiting an opportunity for sabotage. I would ask you once more visit the crash site and search the surrounding area for the signs of our foes. I pray that my concerns are not more than the anxious workings of a tired mind. Ixil's storage pot. Squawk! Get away from there. No feathers. Ours to dismantle. War balloon is. Touch what is ours, you must not. Right of salvage, yes? Rights of salvage. Enough. So much screeching and clawing when threatened nothing. Feather this one has. Squawk? Chief Totolak. Bold part we sought. No feather does. No feathers does. Search through wreckage for nothing we did. Weak-bellied fledgling. Calm down, you will. Speak with featherless one. Sizzle shell. Could you be artisan? No. Clothing all wrong. It is? Hard for honest work, it is not. Squawk. Raise your weapon not. Ixil we are, but not same kind that attack your tower. Balloon part you took. Value to you is little, yes? Have it from you we would. Not by force, no. And not for nothing. We make deal, yes? Inside gate you come. Show you our work in return. Chisel shell. But chief, mean to let feather this one inside, you cannot. Spread our secret she will. Squawk? Question chief, you will not. Sizzle's decision it is. Shut, Screechy Bee. Before plucked and strung from nearest tree branch you are. Fierce look, feather this one has. Look forward to next meeting. Sizzle does. Sizzle. Listen well, no feathers. If chiefs trust you betray. Flay skin from worthless bones we shall. I forgot that Ixils are fucking Yoda. Boing. Brave you are to walk into Ixil den. No such camp existed, you did not. Eh? Now, have that balloon part in your name, Chiselwood? Here it is. Yes, yes, Squawk. Search long for this we have. Thank you, Lily Lovecraft. Know you what this is, It is a special stone, used for making instruments to read speed of wind, only found in Exvoto. Very rare. Even clever Sizzle cannot build such instruments without it. Squawk? Seem confused, you do. You wonder why Sizzle not go to Zavoto and fetch stone himself, yes? Tell me why Sizzle will. We are not like Ixil of Nadalan and other places. No, fighting with forest people. Outcast we are. Call ourselves Ekulto 9. Impressive, yes? Had nicer sound than Ikatal 20 or so. But one purpose we have, to fly free like wind. For war with forest people or pleasing greedy goddess, we care not. Fixed on the heavens our eyes are. And now you need to be a crafter. And something you should pay attention to with the Ixos quest is down here. It says the crafting portion of this quest is recommended for disciples of hand, level 1 and above. But there will be some of the daily quests of this tribe that will have a list. I forget if it's like 1-5 for craft or something. But it'll also say level like 43 of a disciple of war or magic. So there will be combat involved. So it's good to pay attention when you're selecting them that you don't go to the spot as your crafter and then get into a fight. But this one's just purely crafting. A strange face you make, Lily. Burning with questions you are, yes? What is the Kotal 9 exactly? Make myself clear, I did not, eh? Only natural your suspicious is. Many Ixo would simply kill Feather this one, and leave corpse for vultures. But think like bird-brained Natlan zealots. Clever Sizol and his crew do not. Endless, wasteful this war with forest people is. Waste of time, waste of resources. The Kotal 9 is group of thinkers, of crafters. This place, Kotal, is a place for building dreams. To fly higher than any other is the Kotal 9's dream. But before we can fly, make wings we must. Good at making things you are, yes? No goldsmith when see one. So Zol does. Way of moving, way of looking. Caw, caw, caw! Clothing had Sizol confused at first, though. Creating much better than destroying, yes? Both Ixil and Feather this ones agree on that. They can. Have Lily create something for Ixil 9. Sizol would. Build many things we can. But not everything is possible in remote camp like this. You know of a place called Falgord Float, yes? Fine crafting facility they have. Perfect for making airship hull interior components. Sturdy metal frame is component Sizzle needs. Support hull from inside it and become vessel's spine, it will. Placed order for raw materials with Chirin merchant in Falgord Float. Sizzle has. Lily need only speak to Junkmonger. Spend own coin you need not. Squawk? A surprise for you, Sizzle has. Protect and support hands with crafting tricky airship components. These gloves will. Even clever goldsmith needs help from time to time, eh? Come back soon, Feather this one. Master Merchant welcomes welcome, customer. Birdman Chief tell Master Merchant of Chief Makings. You take things for making and go to the place for making things. You find making place at the side of inn, not inside. Master Merchant thinks you have no time for thinking. Birdman Chief seems ready to burst at seams. Hilliard will give you helpful help. Hello there, adventure. Come now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello there. What's this? You wish to make use of our workshop? Well then, seeing as you're a first-timer, allow me to give you a brief explanation of what we seek to accomplish here. As I'm sure you're aware, Eorzea is populated with a plethora of artisans who create a range of wonderful wares. This workspace was created with just such a diversity of craftswomen in mind. No matter your profession, our facility is designed to allow simply anyone to bring in their materials and produce goods that demand an exquisite degree of precise and polish. Our small operation here at the Bobbing Court is only temporary until we secure a more permanent residence, but I assure you that everything is fully functional. Now, what exciting project has brought you to me this fine day? Here you go. I need to make this. What have we here? Ah, such a strange coincidence that you should happen to arrive bearing the very same rare materials that... Hilliard, have you any word on my delivery? Hmm? And who might this lady be? And why does she hold the component materials that I ordered? This is outrageous. You cannot simply swoop in and snatch up the wares I reserved a moon in advance. Please, Master Tatarum Ramu, you misunderstand. This adventurer brought along these materials herself. Just brought them along, did she? Poppycock! What would a guild-grubbing mercenary need with airship hull component materials? Only a master engineer with the highest level of skill would be capable of utilizing the potential of such specialized items, and I highly doubt that anyone besides myself would have a use for them. I shall be gracious, however, and allow that you are some manner of artisan. Pray tell, exactly what do you intend to craft with those materials? I am, of course, ignoring the fact that your efforts will invariably result in a botched job and wasted resources. Master Rumo, this is hardly gentlemanly conduct. Shall I offer to view the finished project, then? Go ahead, madam. Craft your wares, and I shall appraise the quality of your work, free of charge. Master Tataramu is... I shall become cross with you if you continue in that tone. Here are your materials, miss. I'm sure whatever you create will be absolutely splendid. Should you choose to assist the Ikuto 9 in their engineering efforts, you will be called upon to make use of the special crafting facility. The first step in using one of these crafting facilities is to present the raw materials to the workshop supervisor. After preparing the workshop, the supervisor will then return you the exact amount of materials required for your specific task, and you will next be allotted a certain amount of time in which to complete the craft. Should your craft efforts prove unsuccessful, speak with the workshop supervisor once more to retrieve excess materials and renew your access to the facility, blah blah blah. Also, doing any of these, we are required to wear these gloves. So what I always do is make sure I have my gear set updated, and then I put on the gloves. That way I can just easily switch back to my set after the fact. I also love how this spoils the other tribes. Moogle, Namazu, Dorf. How about the game itself spoils the other tribes that are related to crafting by having their tabs active before you've even seen the tribes? You haven't even fucking seen Namazu yet, I don't think. And in this case, it doesn't need to be high quality, but we're high enough that it doesn't really fucking matter. We'll make it high quality. See, it actually doesn't even allow you technically to make it high quality. You saw that? There is no high quality of it. Anyway. Craft away, madam. I'll be waiting to apprise the results of your expertise. Is this good for you, fuckface? All done, are we? Now, let's have a look at the travesty you've made out of... Gods be good! I can scarce believe it. The craftsmanship is exemplary. And you say this component is to be used in the construction of an airship. I cannot imagine what type of hull you mean to build. Tell me, adventurer, who commissioned this work for me? I must know. I prefer not to say. An Ixel. Also, I love the claws in this thing, though. Oh, what? Why, that's incredible, not to mention fascinating. Though I must wonder how one came to commission an adventurer for airship parts. There was an odd rumor making the rounds amongst the engineers at the company. They say a group of Ixal had carved out a secret camp in the Black Shroud and were conducting trials for some kind of secret weapon. I thought it idle gossip at this time, but 'twould appear the tale held merit after all. Your Ixal master seeks to craft an airborne vessel of war. I will not allow it. Transforming the wonder of air travel into a means for delivering death is blasphemy of the highest order. But Master Ramu, what do you mean to do? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to march right into that secret camp and give those blasted bird men a good telling off. You'd best stay out of my way. But you cannot simply... When it comes to airships, I'm afraid the Master's passion overpowers his capacity for common sense. I wonder if he even has any idea where he's going. Here, you'd best take your finished component and complete your delivery. Your appraiser appears to have forgotten it in his haste to rush off chastised Ixal. Just who is he? I could tell you, but that wouldn't be very exciting, now would it? Perhaps you might ask him yourself. That is the dumbest shit ever. I could tell you who he is, but ask him yourself. Bitch, I don't... If he doesn't show up at the right spot, am I even gonna fucking see him again? Squawk? Squawk? Return you have? Able to craft component you were? Yeah, here you go. Made this you did. Yes, serve us well this will. Begin construction on Hall weekend. Ah! I finally found you. I never realized just how big this forest was. Who is small angry feather this one? Never mind who I am. 'Tis you who are on trial here. Are you not the Ixil master who seeks to build a death-dealing airship and bring war and destruction to Gridania? Have you no respect for the virtuous field of engineering? Your uncouth plan will irretrievably sully. Weapons on an airship? Simply monstrous. Squawk? Mind your tongue, you shall. making airship with weapons. Sizol is not. Been telling tall tales, someone has. Do not try to deny it. I have seen how the Ixos stole our technology to build those horrendous war balloons. Your kind know naught but killing and mayhem. Squawk, blather too much, angry one does. See's not enough. Look at design under own feet, you should. This schematic contains elements of both dirigible and airship. I've never seen the like. Hybrid vessel. The Zol Qualan it is. Fly very high it shall. Ceiling at altitude of 5,000 yalms. 5,000 yalms! That's impossible, an unattainable fantasy. Why, even Master Garland's enterprise cannot reach such heights. You speak of visiting the heavens themselves. Yes, the heavens. Rap on God's front door, we shall knock knock. Edalan, floating continent of legends it is, high, high above clouds. Place where Sizzle's ancestors once lived. Return to Ixil's lost paradise we shall. All-consuming goal of Sizzle's people it once was. But this dream, shared now by too few it is. Rather worship mad goddess Garuda, and squabble with featherless ones Madeline Ixil would. Waste of life, Sizzle says. Help a Cuttle 9 build balloon airship hybrid and reach for distant sky other Ixil should. What an incredible idea. You have such vision, such zeal. Sizzle, I have misjudged you. You must let me work with you. I will see this dream of yours become reality. Squawk? Wish to join Sizzle's crew, do you? Possess some skill at crafting, do you, yes? Yes, I have studied airship design more extensively. And though my practical experience is admittingly limited, I vow that there are none who match my passion for the craft. Important passion is, but knowledge too, you must have. Work you as hard as others, Sizzle will. Be prepared for your size, you will not. Be spared for your size, you will not. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. Tataramu, at your service. What of Lily? Impressed with work, Sizzle is. Enjoy crafting with Sizzle's gloves, did you? Like second skin, yes? Protect hands, but allow artisan to make delicate and difficult movements they do. Agree to help Cuddle 9 build the Zol Balin, and let Lily keep gloves, Sizzle will. What say you, Feather this one? Sprout wings and fly with us, yes? Sprout wings I will. Afraid of heights I am. I mean, yes, but sprout wings I will. What? Feathers of the spirit we share. Hard to imagine to look at us now, it is. But an age when Ixil flew on power of their own wings there once was. Sad, then, that wrath of elementals we incurred. Banished from forest and stripped of gift of flight we were. With younglings hatched outside a forest, something wrong there was. Stunted their wings were, but lose desire to soar Ixil never did. In place of lost wings, great balloons Sizzle's forefathers made. Such ingenuity seek to continue their legacy. Puddle 9 does, but forgotten joy of crafting on wings. Netherland Ixil have, grovel instead to goodness, they do, grovel and beg. Fools, grant them new wings, Garuda never will. Seek only to increase her might, the goddess does. Always more sacrifices, always more crystals. Nothing more than slaves, Nadalin Ixalar. But the Occult Nine know. Soar once again we shall. Within the Zol Qualen our salvation, our waking dream lies. Work hard and see history written Lily shall. Thanks to your efforts, the construction of the hull has begun. Continue assisting them to see the airship hybrid reach completion. Bird's the word. Bird, 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 bird. Bird's the word. So the Ixal's a little different. You can actually get the Ixal up pretty fast if you do everything. There's this quest over here, Deliverance, that gives you 70, and it requires you, he won't let me see it, I think I can see it here without actually, so if you do this, you get this, as you see, quota, and you can turn this in, and, get the quota up, and you need to match the quota of whatever this is, so, this is, oh, it doesn't say. I forget. I think it ranges differently. But let's say the quota is 100. As you see, this is 10. It requires 10 of them. You can turn this in. I think high quality does it double. So if let's say 100, you have to turn in 50 of these. And then you'll get things. You can do any of this. But yeah. So there's that one, but then there's also always the regular 3. So you can get quite a bit. And then once you level up more, this guy will also give you stuff, I believe. So I think there's like 3 from him, 3 from him, and then that one. So you actually you can put a lot of effort into leveling them up. But now, honestly, I'm probably not going to be able to unlock the last one in this video. I just think there's going to be too much. But we're going to start. Because I think with skipping the dialogue, it took me like an hour to 2 hours to do this one. This is the one that I think is going to be in its own video. Because I actually don't know what all quests are required. But you see all these quests around here? A good portion of these are actually required, and they don't even tell you which ones. You have to do like 20 quests, at least. And once you get to a certain point, you unlock them in, brain work. You unlock them in, the one quest in Ishgard. That's the one I looked in Ishgard in the beginning to see if it was already there. But yeah. I'm not sure which ones are required. I know a bunch of them are. So as such, I just do every single one in this area. So our goal will be completing as many of these quests as we can, and then in the next one we'll finish this. I probably won't make this like a 3-hour video, so it just depends on how quickly we get through this stuff. They're not hard tasks, there's just a ton of them. Oh, you've returned to bask in my alluring aura. One can never have too many devotees. Say, I have just the job for a fledgling fan, Kupo. I require. I just heard the most amazing news, Kupo. Rare and fragrant flowers called hornblooms are blooming near the House of Letters. If you could go and pick 3 for me, my gratitude would be yours. Malcolm's upper layer is bathed in sunlight. That's why the Koopa trees grow lush and leafy. I think a few would look perfect in my garden. I only want the best trees, and that means the best Koopa nuts. Mogzia tends to the greenery up top. Ask him if he can part with some. 5 should be enough, Koopa. Oh no, this won't do. This won't do at all, Koopa. If we don't water these flowers soon, there'll be nothing left but dried husks. But thanks to a mean old Ropkin doing God knows what in the spring, we can't get anywhere near the precious water. Say, you look like you've done your fair share of dragon slaying. Why don't you get rid of that hulking Kropkin for us? Fill this error with water for the flowers, Kupo. Our little garden is depending on you. Pebble for your thought. This is definitely probably one that's required. I'm not sure if the other ones are required that I picked up or not. Like I said, there's like 15 to 20 quests that are required. I don't know which ones are, so I'm just gonna like do this entire area. You there, Kupo? Yes, you're exactly the type of brawny adventurer I had in mind. You have just the perfect build for what I require. You see, the Skylords in service to Nidhogg, while others a bit of nuisance, have become increasingly belligerent recently. Understandably, us Moogles are more than a little frightened for our marvelous Moghome, Kupo. That's why I've decided to take up arms in defense of our home by joining the Palm Guard. With me protecting them, Moogle kind will no longer have to cower in fear. There's just one obstacle holding me back. I haven't actually joined the Palm Guard yet. To do so, I must prove that I'm strong enough to be a capable defender, and I need you to help me. How do we go about proving my strength, you ask? Well, we shall scour the churning mist in search of troubled Moogles, Kupo. I'll lend my sword to these poor Moogles in their darkest hour, and word of my bravery will spread far and wide. Come, adventurer, let our search begin. The shiny sundries made by the landlords are in vogue all across Moghome, Kupo. But Moogles can't work metal themselves, so everyone goes searching for shiny objects at Tharl Kash. But I know a secret place. The House of Letters, Kupo. So many shiny objects are just waiting for someone adventurous to go pick them up. And they do call you an adventurer, so what do you say? If I had 5 sparkling objects, that should be enough to make the other Moogles jealous. Have your nuts. Ah, so Mogoma is in need of Koopa nuts. He has been a good friend. Very well, take as many as you need. Just pick them straight from the branches, Koopa. Grabbing a nut. Grabbing a nut. Hey, Leo. Now here's a Moogle in need of my help. See his pom-pom? That's how I know, Koopa. It has to be somewhere around here. Something amiss, Koopa? Why, I had recently acquired a masterfully painted pebble, and wished to gaze upon it once more, but when I went to look for it, it was nowhere to be found. Worry not, my troubled friend, I'll find this pebble for you, and soon you'll once again be enraptured by the pebble's enchanting brushstrokes. You're too kind, Koopa. I enjoyed an afternoon nap just northeast of Mogholm not too long ago. If my pebble is anywhere, it's likely to be there. Then to northeast of Mogholm we shall go. Adventure? That means you too. No, I think they need to be up. Come here. Bam, bam, and bam. This will actually be good though to get a bunch of these out of the way so it's not as many in one video. Also, I missed one of the places where we could get the Koopa nuts, but whatever. Clear Spring. Get your ass out of here. I gotta collect the water. Boom. Another one down. Hey, Maglio. curious. I feel like, give me a second. Okay. I feel like the audio was delayed. I reset the capture card again, and I think it was fine. But yeah, I think it actually got delayed, not just went out that time. Could be wrong. I've noticed even not on the capture card, but like the game sometimes does have little hiccups in when audio cues, but this sounded like everything, including like the PlayStation, not just the thing was. Yeah, anyway. That was close. The monster was lucky I was so distracted by my search, or else I would have buried my blade in its scaly hide. Kupo? Thanks to you, however, I was able to retrieve the pebble without injury. Hurry, adventurer. We must make haste to deliver it to its worried owner. I wonder how long the audio was like decent, and like that's not the recording. That was the capture card itself. I was like, this seems off. And guess what? It was. How many of these? 5. Okay, so there's 5 around here. These are still within range of me, so they will attack me if I'm on the ground. Oh, hey. Random quest. Give back my precious. Oh no, I was just enjoying a leisurely stroll, and I dropped my favorite ring. I saw one of those brutish looking Sarite pick it up. Pretty please, could you get it back for me, Kubo? This. Might as well also, like, look around. Look out. Edit to favorites. That way, on the recent one, it will show up. House of Letters. The 1,000-years-old ruins of the tower, said to have been built by the hand of man and dragon in the days before the war. Even now, as it lies crumbling in the ruin, one can still make out the letters engraved in its walls, which have led the Mughals to give it the name by which it is now commonly known. Give me shit. I demand the ring. Give me. And as I said before, give me the damn ring. There we go. Got the ring. The thing about these quests and not knowing which one gives it is that some of these are required to unlock more. So like when we go back with all of these to turn in, we're going to get more. I can't believe those have the nerve to just take whatever they find off the ground. Were you able to recover my ring, Koopa? Here you go. It's my ring! I knew you'd be able to get it back from those mean old Scurites. I'd never be able to forgive myself if I had lost this ring. It cost me my life savings of 42 Koopa nuts. Oh, and there's one up above us, above us too. We could go get to. After we grab these. I usually grab the ones that are right around me while I'm doing other ones, just because, easier that way. Again, I don't know which ones are required. Honestly, I don't care because I want to eventually do all quests on these videos, including all these little side quests in general. So, why not get it over with and do a bunch of them in this video, kind of thing. I won't leave you behind. Oh, so tired. You see, a friend of mine in Malcolm came down with a terrible fever, and I came all the way out here to get him some medicine. But I didn't know that it'd be so exhausting to search for it, Kupo. I don't think I can go on anymore. You look like you have plenty of energy left for fetching. I was looking for a mocha leaf. You should be able to find one to the southeast of the monastery. Keep in mind, you'll only be able to retrieve them if you can fly like us Moogles can. Any road, I think I'll just lie down here for a bit. Got it. Thank the heavens, it's a mocha leaf. Koopa, I'm still quite tuckered out. I can barely flap my wings enough to fly. Say, why don't you head to Mogholm and give the mocha leaf to my friend? Please hurry, his fever seemed terrible, Koopa. I'm curious. Okay, the only one left is the one that I didn't get right here, but all the other ones I can turn in. Because I did miss one nut. Let's get that nut before we and. Oh. There's more than one nut that you can get, though. Hey, Mug Mill. I don't remember what I'm turning in you for, but here you go. I can't believe no one has thought to go there yet. Ha, adventure. Were you able to find enough of the landlord's shiny objects? Here you go. Wonderful, amazing, spectacular, Kupopo. I've never seen such lustrous objects before. I'll be the talk of Mogholm before long. Remember, adventure, the House of Letters is our little secret. Wait, I can play the triple triad game with that dude? That's hilarious. Oh, there's somebody up. Oh, okay. I remember. Oh, thank you so much for finding my prized pebble. It would have been a terrible waste of Koopa nuts had I lost it. Such a trifling task is nothing for the likes of a future Palm Guard member. Now, take care not to drop the pebble again, lest I'm too far away to rush to your aid. Well, it turns out helping Moogles isn't so hard after all. At this rate, Mogholm will be worry-free in a matter of days, all thanks to us. But maybe we should spread our wings and bring help to the Moogles living outside Mogholm. Yes, wherever a Moogle flits in frustration, Moglio will be there to lend a helping paw, Kupo. My steadfast supporter has returned. Did the Sanctianus prove to be any trouble, Kupo? Nah, here you go. Magnificent, marvelous! Such beauteous vines almost make me green with envy. With these I'll make the most harmonious harp in Mogholm, and Moogles from moms around will be enraptured when I perform at the harvest fete. Come and lend your voice to the cheers of the fabulous fans, Kupo. You've returned, bathed in floral scent, Kupo. Were you able to find the three of the flowers? Here's your hornblooms. You really have eyes of a florist, as I'm sure you've gathered. These are far more precious than the other flowers you see dotted the landscape. As they only bloom so lovely once a year. I'll put my very best into making sure they stay healthy and robust. Don't tell anyone, but I'll be using these for my secret garden when it's finally complete. You'll be one of the first I invite, Kupo. I know Mugzia will pull through in providing only the best. Are you able to find the nuts I require? Here you go. My thanks. I couldn't have picked firmer Koopa nuts myself. The trees which sprout from these will be envy of gardeners everywhere. One day, people from the surface will visit Mogholm in numbers like never before, bringing shining tools and other sundries I can barely imagine. On that day, I'll show them my glorious Koopa nuts, and they'll have no choice but to trade for my superior product. Just you wait, Koopa. Oh, I can see the flowers wilting before my very eyes, Koopa. Did you manage to bring the water? Yeah, here you go. Finally, the flowers are saved! There didn't used to be so many dragons stamping about those springs, but recently we've been seeing more and more. I don't know where they came from, but I'm sure that they're only here to make our lives a pain in the pom-pom. Koopa? we don't treat him soon, his pom-pom say, do you happen to have a mocha leaf? Yeah, I do, actually. His friend asked you to deliver it. How kind of him, Kupo. I'll use this to make medicine right away. I'm glad we can ensure our Moogles are healthy thanks to you, Adventure. Thank you for collecting the mocha leaf, Adventure, but we'll need more than this to get my friend back on his feet. The leaf will bring his energy back, but only blistering scales can calm his fever. Kupo, could you ask the Miss Vice if they would part with, say, 3 handfuls? If they're not forthcoming, you can use this Mugglean glaive to slice it off some off. It's so sharp you can trim their scales without them even noticing. Good luck, Kupo. Wonder if they're... Technically, they will aggro to me. Damn it. Do it to the same one again? I don't know. Oh, you can. Do your move again. Thank you. You know what? I need to be able to fly back, so... I totally used my Chocobo on my healer because I had the Chocobo set to be like a tank. So it drew aggro and I was just cutting off while it was being pissy to the Chocobo. How goes the search for the blistering scales, Kupo? Those Miss Vice aren't like to part with their scales willingly, but sneak up behind them and shave some off with that Muglian glaive I gave you, and they need never know. Thank you, Kupo. These scales aren't the shiniest I've ever seen, but I suppose they'll have to do. I'll mix them with the mocha leaf and brew up a medicine that will soon bring the shine back to our patient's pom-pom. I feel a lot better, Kupo. It must be because of that mocha leaf that my friend went to find for me. But where's my friend, Kupo? He isn't hurt, is he? He said he was going to the monastery, but the monastery is full of monsters. Maybe the monsters got him and... I don't feel well, Kupo. I don't think I'll ever feel well until I see my friend again. Please bring him back to me, Kupo. Should've just got him then. Maybe I will, while over here, do these, and then when we return, come back and... I think probably doing this, and then these 3, and whatever else pops up from them, then that will leave these, and the one we get in Ishgard, and whatever else pops up after, but... in the next video. I think this will probably almost put us at 2 hours once we do these, depending on how fast they go. We'll see. We'll see what time it is when we finish these. Sir, where the hell did you go? Adventure, is that you? Thank goodness you came, Kupo. A swarm of nasty bugs appeared, so I had to hide. And now that they're gone, I can head back to Malcolm and see how my friend's getting on. He's worried about you. Yeah, we'll go out our way to get these, because this one is in a middle area, but this one's by another crystal, so, like, it just seems smart to get the ones out of the way. Why not? Hey, buddy. Been working tirelessly, gathering tools once belonging to the landlords that are scattered about these dragon-infested ruins, but those vicious voyeurs attacked me and stole my hard work. The nerve, Kupo! Say, you look the sort who can deal with bullies. Please get my tools back. They stole three of them from right out of my paws, Kupo. So much for your poison. Sure is doing a lot. Okay, sir, get your tools. Can't very well end my day's work empty-pawed. Do you have what the dragon stole from me, Koopa? Here you go. Yes, these are the tools I found. Many thanks for returning them, adventure. The Skylords still hold a grudge towards the landlords and their kin, and are loath to allow even Moogles to use the ancient tools of their enemies. Us Moogles don't care one way or the other about grudges. And if you ask me, it's not like the tools are to blame for the sins of the past, Koopa. I'll do this one, then we have the one over there. What do you need, sir? I can't go on much longer, Koopa. I've been flapping my wings off all day, trying to escape those irritating dragonets, and they seem to be fascinated by Moogles and won't stop following me around. The numbers just keep growing. There's no choice now but to thin the crowd a bit. If you were to give the dragon pups a bit of a thrashing, that'd teach them not to harass the poor Moogle, Koopa. You got it. Time to thrash them. Consider it thrashed. Leave the Koopos alone. I mean, Moogles. Koopa. Done and done. What's up? How do you like it? Did it do good? Finally, the pests bother me no longer. Maybe next time the dragonettes won't be so bold. As cute as Muggles are, and we are cute, that doesn't give wild animals the right to just mob around us like a piece of meat, Koopa. See, that unlocked another quest. Anyone, help us! We discovered something in Thra Kash that'll make your stomach turn, Koopa. Giant winged insects are infesting the ruins, brooding over eggs which could hatch at any time. Our expedition can't continue with such disgusting beasts in the way. Help us, Koopa! This is always one that I have trouble completing. I have to find them on varying levels. Maybe it's not this one, but it is one like this at least. This is also very easy to miss. If you're not looking like consistently. Like this could look like those crystals from a distance. Okay, it's down further, so gotta be where? Gotta be here somewhere, so. Over here. Over here. Well, I got your infestation gone, buddy. Were you able to solve our pest problem? You have our gratitude. Curious Mughal historians of the realm are in your debt. Al Omkash was home to the landlords many ages ago. The area is overflowing with knowledge and history, and we mean to take as much as we can back with us, Koopa. And as you see, another quest is unlocked. I think these, at least, I think these are also part of the requirement. Could be wrong. While we were exploring the ruins, some vile monsters we've never seen before popped out of the eggs, littering the area. They were sighted at 3 different locations around the ruins. Dispatch them so the expedition can continue, Koopa. There's the babies. I was gonna say, why are the babies got so much more health, and then I immediately slaughtered. I knew one of these quests led into other ones. That's why, another reason why I was like, I think this is going to be about the 2-hour mark, so we probably won't unlock them in this one, but, you know. Could happen, you never know. But I do know. At this point, because once we finish these, we'll cut it off. Many thanks for ridding the ruins of those vile brutes, Koopa. Now we can continue on with our expedition in earnest. Frightening field trip. Our expedition is exploring the ruins of Kosh to learn of the time when there was peace between the Skylords and the Landlords. None have stepped foot here in ages. To be honest, it's quite frightening, Koopa. It might be time to cut the expedition short. Could you inform the other Moguls that we'll be returning home shortly? Too scared to move, so I'll be waiting here. Time to go home. What? We're leaving already? Well, I suppose it is somewhat sinister here. We'll go home. The ruins are massive, but the architecture indicates someone or something lived here in comfort. What's that? Time to go home? Well, if you say so, Koopa. I've barely been able to scratch the surface of these ruins. There's so much to see, Koopa. But I am getting tired. I suppose I'll go back. Found traces of Rakshas's brood once lived here. Most interesting. Oh, the expedition is over? I shall return at once, Koopa. Here you are. The ruins resemble Zenith at parts. I wonder what kind of dragons could have lived here, Koopa. Well, I guess we'll explore more tomorrow. Everyone seems to have returned. Thank you, adventure. It seems that these ruins were once home to the Skylords, loyal to the great worm named... yeah, the female one. To think that such places were dedicated to dragons outside of the great Rizvelger and the evil Nidhogg. She must surely have rivaled them in greatness, Koopa. As interesting as the ruins are, staying here fills me with a sense of dread. But for now, the expedition will return home. Thank you once again, adventure. Like how they're all like facing me, and that's like they had to about face and everything. We'll get this other singular one out here. See if that leads to more, and then we'll go back, turn in the other one, and then call the video. CD business. It's such a terrible waste, Koopa. New plants have sprouted to the northwest, but the area is home to all kinds of mean monsters. Just looking to make a snack out of a Moogle. No one harvests them soon. They're like to wilt away into nothing. Could you go pick them for me? About 3 should do. It'd be a shame to let them just waste away. Yoink. I never noticed that there's more than what you need. That's a 4th one over there. And I think I saw a 5th one over there. I'm worried the seedlings may have already started shriveling up for the lack of proper care. Did you manage to pick some for me, Koopa? Ah, yes. These are exactly the seedlings I was looking for. I'll plant these in a safer place, and maybe one day I might have a whole garden of my own. Okay, so let's go turn this one in, and then, yeah, we are over the 2-hour mark, so I will end this and see. Let's see if this gives us anything else. If it does, we might do that, but well, adventure, I feel a lot better now. My friend is safe and sound too, Koopa. You're a lifesaver, and in more ways than one. There is another quest that popped up now. I'm just fine. Hey, bud. What do you want? Mallow and sadness. Oh no, without my cloud mallows, I couldn't do anything, Popopo. My precious cloud mallows were carried off by a sudden gust of wind. The currents carried them off in the direction of the mother of the Sheev statue. Adventure, please recover my 3 pieces of cloud mallow before I lose my Moogle mind. That's a lot of them. I might just do this in the next one though. Because honestly, looking at this, it goes boom, boom, boom. We passed this one, so I might just pick up these quests and do them as well before I return here. But I think that was productive. We got the Ixal unlocked. Got the Vanu Vanu and the Bath unlocked. And we're on our way. Still got a ways to go, like I said, but we're on our way to getting the Moogles unlocked. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.